Oregon State's DJ Uiagalelei is planning to enter the transfer portal. Now, to be clear, it is also possible that he just declares to the NFL draft and we don't see him play any more college football. But DJ Uiagalelei, this isn't enormously surprising because of Jonathan Smith, his head coach, pivoting to Michigan State. And when Jonathan Smith left, you saw DJ Uiagalelei tweet out the emoji like, dang, all right, what are we going to do now? And so with him pivoting, one ton of experience is what you're getting if wherever he ends up going. Like a quarterback who is, I think he's probably proven that he wasn't the only problem at Clemson. Now, his Clemson days, did they go how he wanted them to go or expected them to go? No. But again, I think you can kind of point to what he's done at Oregon State and the way that he played this season under that pro-style system and say, okay, that's still a quarterback that can help us regardless of what we thought happened at at Clemson. So some potential spots that he could end up landing at. Pete Nakos, frustrated on three, is just crushing all the portal coverage. So one, follow the On Three social accounts. Two, follow Pete Nakos because he's going to keep you dialed in for all things portal as well. Also, subscribe to the channel right here. We'll keep you in the know for all things transfer portal as well on top of that. But some places that Pete Nakos feels good about or some things that he's maybe keeping an eye on for DJ Uiagalelei. A couple of schools here. Florida State is a school that has been known to be transfer portal U, quite honestly, the last couple of seasons, or at least one of them. And they have a proof of concept there. Jordan Travis was actually a transfer portal quarterback from Louisville, and now is a Florida State living legend, if you will. They also have had success with other players outside of the quarterback position. But like, if there's somewhere you got to feel good about if you're a transfer portal player, being able to hit the ground running, be developed, have success at a new spot, Florida State seems like there's nothing really to look too deeply into besides maybe where you stack up next to Tate Rodemaker and how they feel about him in that quarterback room. So Florida State could make a lot of sense. Also worth noting, they play Clemson next year in Tallahassee. Just chew on that for a little bit. Oregon was the school that comes to mind probably the first when you talk about DJ Uiagalelei. And yes, he'd stay in the state of Oregon. Yes, he's a West Coast guy. But his brother, Mateo Uiagalelei, plays for Oregon currently. Family, obviously extremely important for DJ by nature of how he posts on his social accounts. And Oregon is going to need a quarterback next year. You'd have to believe Bo Nix has gone to the NFL, and you'd have to believe that DJ Uiagalelei maybe steps in there in that quarterback-friendly offense under Will Stein and goes out there and just kind of deals the ball around the yard and shows off the arm a little bit more. Did the pro-style thing at Oregon State, go to a quarterback-friendly system, put up great numbers, high completion percentage, maybe helps his NFL hopes if he doesn't declare this year. Now, one more school getting thrown in there from Pete Nakos is Louisville. And Louisville is curious here, kind of that dark horse, because I think Jeff Brom and what he's done with quarterbacks over the past couple of seasons makes them attractive. His offense in itself and the way it's been successful when he was at Purdue and now the way that he's done great things at Louisville with them playing for the ACC championship this year. Louisville would make a lot of sense as well. If I had to just pick one that I would go to if I were DJ Uiagalelei, I think Oregon would be the best case scenario. Play with your brother, be in the Big Ten, be able to still be on the West Coast, close-ish to family, be exactly close to family if you're in that locker room with your younger brother, and being able to play in a quarterback-friendly system where you can make a quick decision, put up good numbers, impress NFL scouts that way. I would really like Oregon for him personally. So I'm keeping an eye on all three of those schools. Again, the NFL is not out of question for him if he were to decide to declare. It's still on the table for him. But those three schools are getting thrown around the most right now for DJU. And I cannot wait to see where he ends up at. Because somebody's going to get a quarterback that I think is there's that snapshot living with people of what he did at Clemson. Y'all, again, at Clemson, he was not the problem. Was he a part of the solution? Hard to say. I don't think he was the only problem, and this past season should serve as, I think, a pretty good example and a pretty good feeling as to what he was there and what he's done now at Oregon State. So, DJ Uiagalelei plans to enter the transfer portal. Big-time news across the college football landscape. We'll see where he ends up. Hey, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.